Meghan Markle's silent command she uses to stop Harry talking exposed by expert. Meghan Markle has a silent command which she uses when she wants Prince Harry to stop talking so they can leave, a body language expert has claimed. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry officially stood down from royal engagements in 2020, and while they are no longer senior members of the royal family, over the past 2 years they have appeared in public for several causes. Jesús Enrique Rosas, also known as the body language guy on YouTube, has taken a look at several public appearances the Duke and Duchess of Sussex made in the run-up to their royal departure, and afterwards, and he noticed a signal Meghan uses to stop Harry from talking. Jesús said, Meghan and Harry were attending the Wellchild Awards back in 2019, and they were talking to some of the families attending. And I think this was the last family they were talking to because they were sitting along a wall, and this was at the far corner, and in fact, it was the end of the video. But Harry was still talking to them, in a quite engaging way, and then Meghan just stands up and literally, and silently commands Harry to stop and stand up just using her body language. And this is not the only time she's been caught in camera interrupting Harry out cold. He continued, there's the Commonwealth Day 2019 video where she does exactly the same, or the red dress video, their visit to the annual Salute to Freedom Gala in New York City, November 10, 2021, where she uses that hand cue to get Harry going, and of course, the direct shut your mouth in Oprah's interview. So Meghan controlling Harry's behavior, in the most public way possible, is nothing new. But this time, at the Wellchild Awards, is interesting because there were previous clues that foreshadowed this. Such as when the nice lady hands them 2 bracelets. Can you spot the reaction in Meghan's face? Yes, there's her classic jaw clenching. And I don't think there was any valid reason for her to express that emotional display at that moment. Jesús added, this is one of the reasons I always mention, that one of the first skills you have to develop, when reading body language, is to pay attention to where the action is. In situations like this, it is really common to look at the hands getting the bracelet, but where the real action is on the face. On the other hand, pun intended, when she was listening to the lady talking, you can spot that her hands were restless, as she was pinching the flesh right beside her nails. That's a common signal of anxiety and impatience, and really easy to spot. It doesn't help at this moment, her smile was not the most genuine, her cheeks lack that pressure into her eyes. Of course, you can't have a full smile all the time, but I've mentioned a couple of times that when our faces are telling the truth, they work like a perfect, balanced system. The body language expert continued, and in this case, her lip corners are pulled up in a way that is more intense than her eyes. In fact, she does a much better job a few seconds later. This smile still doesn't feel like it, but the different parts of the face involved are working together, much better than the previous one. The only problem is less than a second later, she tries too hard. Because we can put all 3 smiles, side by side, so you can spot that in the span of just a few seconds, she has this wildly different display of intensities. Again, that's a sign that the person is trying to come out as nice and engaging. He said, sadly, the execution is all over the place, and it just raises suspicions. When Meghan is going to fix her hair, her hand gesture almost blocks her face completely from view. And another common signal that the person doesn't want to be there is a long blink. Meghan does one of those really long blinks right before standing up. Long